Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well today. And just excited about what happened at Easter. And just want to come to you with some more devotions. But also an exciting, don't forget, tomorrow night is church and it is Revolution. And so we have a special service tomorrow night for Revolution. A lot of the young people are going to be involved with that. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. And it's going to be a wonderful time at 7:30. But I'm glad you joined us tonight. And I want to do another peace devotion and talk about it. And it's out of Matthew chapter 27. Verse 29 says, "And when they had planted a crown of thorns, they put it on his head and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, 'Hail, King of the Jews.'" I know we just came out of Easter weekend, and I thought it was appropriate to talk about this time of crown of thorns, and I just thought it would be it brought out a new dimension to me again, and just wondering. You ever wonder why Jesus wore a crown of thorns? You think about it, it goes all the way back to Genesis. There were thorns represented the consequences or the curse that came upon the ground, and so the ground would be thorns and thistles would grow up. And so the thorns were a sign of the curse and a sign of fallen man in the fallen world. And so a creation could no longer go along in the paradise that it was, but now it brings forth thorns, it brings forth pain, it brings forth blood and tears and destruction. So when a crown of thorns was placed there, that brought some new thing. I mean, obviously we know a crown designates a king, and at that moment the weight of the kingdom would be upon that person. And so they put upon Jesus the crown of thorns, and so he would be, in other words, the king of the curse. The thorns speak of all the pain and tears. So the crown of thorns means that Jesus would bear the pain and tears of man. The thorns speak of piercings, and the thorns were linked to the curse and death, and that upon the cross. And so, so Jesus will bear the brunt of all this. He bringing the weight of the curse upon his head, and the crown, as we know, the kingship, it also represents authority, and so the one who reigns. And so therefore Jesus became king over all of everything, and he became king over the curses that were upon man, and the king of the brokenness, and the king of the pierced, and the wounded, and he became the king of the rejected. He became the king of tears there. So it just kind of brings out a great new dimension that when they put that crown, yes, they meant it for harm, but it meant that he's conquering all of that hurt, the curse that was upon the ground, the curse that was on all man. And so all who have fallen can come to him and find that salvation, that redemption. So for the one who bears the crown, has the authority over all these things to turn sorrow into joy, death into life, and thorns into blossoms. And so I'm thankful I know the one who wears the crown. He is the Lord of everything, even the Lord of the broken, the Lord of the hurting, the Lord of those that have been afflicted by the curse of this world. And so I'm thankful at this time of Easter, this time of Passover, that we can think of some of the different dimensions. And so if you're in a time of place of hurting, time of sorrow, time of brokenness, you feel like the curse of the land is just bringing you down, thank God that our Lord wore the crown, and he has he's victory over all things. And I'm thankful that he is the one that's in charge today. I'm glad you enjoyed us this evening. Hope you have a wonderful time. Join us back this week for another wonderful time of peace devotions. Have a blessed day.